Hello everyone, I'm standing here with something specifically engineered for the guys hitting it left to right, losing it with a big fade or even a slice. Something brand new from TaylorMade, the M2 D-Type. If you are a low handicapper, you can have a look at this head as well. You can just fit it with a custom shaft to suit your swing speed. The standard version has the weight very center in this golf club, versus the draw type, the weight definitely sitting more towards the heel of the driver. Now that obviously would mean, because there's more weight on the heel side, the club will turn over a lot quicker. Again, that's fighting that left to right shape, trying to hit it straighter for the guys that hit the fade or the slice. But you can see that the D-Type M2 does sit marginally more closed. The guys hitting it out right, which ironically is most golfers out there, want to see something sitting closed. They want to get the sense that the club will turn over easily for them, helping them hit it a bit straighter. We're looking at the multi-material construction, which has the carbon fiber crown with a titanium head. You should immediately hear the sound difference that makes. What is the benefit of having a carbon fiber crown? Well, you've lost a lot of weight at the top of the driver. As an engineer, that would give you a lot of ability to drop the center of gravity as well as pull it quite a long way back. By doing so, you're going to increase the launch, making it a lot easier to get up in the air. But you're also substantially going to increase the MOI value or the forgiveness value of this driver. TaylorMade now use a 7-layer weave, allowing them to use less graphite as well as less resin. By doing so, they have saved even more weight from this crown. So by utilizing this, it becomes more forgiving. It becomes easier to launch. And the best part, I left this for last, is carbon crowns generally tend to spin a little bit less. So now we've got a high launching, low spinning driver, which will equate to distance in anybody's books. Next one we're going to look at is probably the most obvious thing to see on the sole of this club. I mean, if I do this, you'll actually see my finger starts disappearing. There's a lip at the back of this driver. So what TaylorMade is calling geoacoustic technology. Now, the engineers have actually gone beyond the legal limit in terms of sizing and then indented the sole to bring it back to 460 cc's. Now, that does two things for you. It makes the sweet spot bigger without actually increasing anything else and pushing it outside the legal limits. But it also allows the sole of the club over here to stiffen up a fraction. Why I mention that to you, acoustic, that makes the sound of the driver better without TaylorMade having to put internal ribs or modify the sound that you're getting at impact. We need to talk about the speed pocket over here. Now, this one is extremely wide and extremely deep, further allowing the face to flex and give you that rebound energy. Where speed pocket in our testing has been the most effective is low hits on the face. It, in essence, makes the club face do this. So not only does it help you gain speed on your miss hits, it actually helps you get the ball up in the air. The new 4-degree loft sleeve that TaylorMade have implemented gives you 12 loft settings, ranging from a 2-degree de-loft to an increase of another 2 degrees. So I've got a 10.5 degree here. In half-degree increments, I can knock it down as far as an 8.5 or as high up as a 12.5, giving you quite a lot to play with. Also includes a couple of draw settings for the guys really struggling with that fade. So you've got a draw head and you can actually set the club head up to be more closed to fight the draw even more effectively. The Matrix White Tie 55 variant, the shaft comes standard in our marketplace here in South Africa. It's a 55 grammer, so nice and light, easy to square up. They've actually made this half an inch shorter than your standard M2 driver. What that's going to allow for the average player, especially the guys losing it outright, it'll square up easier. By squaring it up easier, it's going to fade less. When it fades less, it's going to go longer and straighter, which is what we're effectively trying to do for you with this driver.